I get that it's his last fight. And when they were talking about at the post-fight interview, when they were talking about Cotto versus David Lemieux for his last fight, if you don't know, it's being heavily rumored that Miguel Cotto is going to take on Sadam World Kid Ali for his last fight, December the 2nd, 2017, in Madison Square Garden. Miguel Cotto has fought in August the 26th, the same day as Mayweather McGregor in this fight, which was actually a good fight against Yoshihiro Kamagai. Before that, he was on almost a 2 year hiatus where his last fight was against Saul Canelo Alvarez. He was promoted by Rock Nation at that point in time. And basically, he's had a Hall of Fame career. Now, with 5 defeats, right? Only 5, right? Been stopped twice. Antonio Margarita, you really can't count that because he's a cheating piece of shit. And then Manny Pacquiao. A lot of people are saying I don't because Miguel Cotto signed the contract. You don't hear Miguel Cotto bitching about it. People are saying Miguel Cotto was drained for that fight, and he wasn't, in my personal opinion. It's just that Pacquiao was a different Pacquiao. Now we saw at 36 years of age, he's going to be 37 at the end of this month. By the time he steps into the ring, against Sadam World Kid Ali, if it is him, he's going to be 37 years old. And truth be told, there's still big fights out there for him as far as money. But I really, throughout history, have wanted to see him fight an Landy Lara, but it would have never have happened, and it's not ever going to happen. When it comes to this top 154 pounders, Miguel Cotto just looks at those guys as being underlings. When he looks at guys like Jared Hurd, when he looks at guys like Charlo, Erickson Lubin, this Miguel Cotto at this point in time in his career wouldn't fight. He's currently, right now, if you don't know, the WBO world champion at 154 pounds. This fight with Yoshihiro Kamagai right here was made for that title because Liam Smith and Liam Williams, that fight, because I forgot. Liam Williams lost the fight, but Liam Smith didn't make weight. Those two were fighting again. And you can't possibly expect for Miguel Cotto to fight the winner of that because the winner of that's going to be the mandatory. By the way, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. So when I was hearing about Miguel Cotto versus David Lemieux, I already knew it was bullshit. I was thinking like, well, for one, is he going to go back up to 160 pounds after leaving 160 to fight at 154? It just didn't make any sense for me. A lot of people were saying, what about Amir Khan? Or what about the Austin Trout rematch? Well, for political reasons, I didn't see those two happening. But if this is his last fight, he's fighting a young fighter, Sadam Ali, who really doesn't have anything on his resume. But before we go to him, let's go look at the career of Miguel Cotto real quick. Now, the first big fight of his career, if I'm correct, right, was Lovemore Injao, then Randall Bailey, DeMarcus Corley, Paulie Malignaggi, Carlos Quintana when he was undefeated, Zab Judah, Shane Mosley, Antonio Margarito, Joshua Clottey, Manny Pacquiao, Yuri Foreman, you can count him, Ricardo Mayorga, Antonio Margarito in the rematch, Floyd Mayweather, Austin Trout, Sergio Martinez. You can't really count him because of that bum-ass knee. Hold on, let me pull up some. I want to show you exactly who this guy is. Damn. Hold on 1 minute. I'm going to show you exactly who this guy is for those who don't remember. Give me 1 minute. So he had like his resume is Hall of Fame, but when it comes to his major fights, he lost. But either way, in this sport, you have to give credit for the best fight and the best. Now, of course, once Miguel Cotto got into his 30s, he became a bit of a diva. But depends on how you look at it, man. And he's done some some questionable shit outside the ring. What is but it is what it is. It is what it is. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it. But here's Sadam Ali. Big fights for him have been Carlos Abrego. I was actually at that fight. Luis Carlos Abrego. I was actually at that fight. That was on the undercard of Hopkins Kovalev. And then, remember, he fought Jesse Vargas right here in which, he was getting outboxed. And you can see that Jesse Vargas just was too strong for him and he ended up getting knocked out. After that, he's been fighting on these, comeback fights on these Golden Boy on ESPN cards. Sul Corral, Jorge Silva, Johan Perez. I covered one or two of those fights. I don't remember which ones, but he's not a 154 pounder. And a lot of people, now that this fight has been announced, or not announced, not officially announced, it's not official, you know, a lot of people, damn, you know, a lot of people were like, or saying that he's going to get knocked out by Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto is a very accurate boxer. Did you see the shit he was doing to Yoshihiro Kamagai? And the thing about Yoshihiro Kamagai is he is a pressure fighter who has and been known to have what's called a granite chin. He's got a chin. So we're seeing that he's getting knocked out by former 140-pound fighters. And Jesse Vargas, you have to wonder how he would do against an accurate a fighter like a Miguel Cotto, who just so happens to be more powerful at 154 than 160. But one thing about Miguel Cotto that we've learned from the past is his power was always somewhat questionable at 154 pounds too. You know, so regardless, it should end up being a good fight. But I guess for Miguel Cotto and for his last fight, honestly, Miguel Cotto, did you really expect for him to go out with a bang and fight somebody like David Lemieux in a fight where he could possibly lose? That would have been, if he would have did that, that would have been some G shit. People are saying, well, what about the Billy Joe Saunders fight? There were other big money fights out there for him, but I guess he's just trying to, like get that win, and go on into the sunset. But as it stands right now, as you can see, I don't think that Sadam Ali, and I talked to him, I interviewed him before in the past, a long ass time ago. I think it was at one of the Hopkins Kovalev events. I think it was the Fight Week event in Atlantic City. But if you look at him, no, it was at the Klitschko Jennings press conference, I think it was. But I don't know, it's a good opportunity for him. It's a good opportunity for Sadam Ali. But once it's announced, a lot of people are going to be mad at Miguel Cotto, but it's going to be like, well, it is his last fight. What did you expect? I didn't expect any different. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, he's 25-1 with 14 KOs. He's 29 years old. He just turned 29 the 26th of September. And he's going to be getting a world title shot. So, you can't be mad at him. He's fighting Miguel Cotto and could probably make his name off of him. But we'll see, man. Only time will tell. So if it's official, of course, I'll be letting you know. And since it's Miguel Cotto's last fight, December the 2nd, I could probably go. Because my lineup for fights right now is the Laura Goucher Showtime fight, the World Boxing Super Series fight, Wilder versus Taverne, what's going to be Wilder versus Ortiz. I may go to the Kovalev fight, and then you got that Kovalev fight is November the 25th, and then you got this fight on December the 2nd, supposed to be Miguel Cotto's last fight, December the 2nd. And then on December the 19th, you got Rigondeaux versus Loma. And these are all in New York, by the way. And also, Heyman is supposed to have some other fights that's supposed to be announced in the New York area. Fights like Danny Garcia versus Brandon Rios. And, maybe Lamont Peterson. No, excuse me, Errol Spence versus Lamont Peterson, possibly on that same card. We don't know. But please subscribe. All the links to my social media are right down below in the description box. I'm TstreeT Controversy. And this is TstreeT Controversy Live.